Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for today's video. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Tam and welcome. Hope you enjoyed enough to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with me again. So today's video, we're in a little bit different setting because we're chilling today. My window's open. I love it. It's a beautiful day in Georgia today. And I really just wanted to open up the window and let some of God's like natural creation in, not the bugs, but just like the natural air and stuff like that. So if y'all hear, you know, airplanes, birds, things like that, ignore that. So if you are new, definitely go check out my last video, or if you just missed my last video, definitely go check it out because you missed some very important news, which is pretty much that I'm expecting, and that was the biggest news I think I've ever shared publicly. So today I just kind of wanted to like give a little recap on my first trimester. As I'm making this video today, I am 18 weeks. That is just mind-blowing to me because we are like 2 weeks away from being halfway there. But anyway, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to give a recap on the first trimester, which if you don't really know anything about pregnancy, which this is my first child and I'm learning a lot. I honestly thought there were four trimesters. I learned whenever I got pregnant that there are only 3. So I'm in my second right now. I'm 18 weeks as I'm making this video, but the first trimester was from weeks 1 to 12. I just kind of wanted to give a little recap on how I felt, how it went. Everyone's pregnancy journey is a lot different. You really can't say who's gonna do what, who's gonna be like what, but I just wanted to share my personal experience, my personal journey with you guys. First things first, I wanted to say really quick how I felt about pregnancy. And y'all, I'm so emotional. Pregnancy and literally growing a human is like the most beautiful thing, I think. Oh my gosh, it's the hormones, you guys. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Pregnancy 1 is like the most beautifulest thing I've ever experienced. It's literally like a little miracle happening inside of me, and it's kind of hard to like fathom that God can create life like this and he uses women to create life. Like women's bodies naturally do what it's supposed to do to create life, and I think it's just the most beautifulest thing ever. I don't know what you guys believe in, but I don't believe in science and science creating humans. I mean, it's all God and only God can do this. Science can't like make a baby. Like there's stuff that you can do and, you know, processes you can go through to help create a baby, but at the end of the day, it's really God that uses a man and a woman to create life. And I just think that is the most beautifulest thing. Life is growing inside of me naturally by God's goodness and his holiness, and only he can do that. He is the creator of all of us, and you know, I can't even explain how he thought that process up, but it's here and here we are. Anywho, let me move on before I just become a complete wreck. But pretty much, I know a lot of you guys want to know like how it went for me first trimester, how I've been feeling, all of that. So first trimester, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was pretty much like, I would say like a 7.5, which to me, that wasn't bad at all. I know a lot of people, a lot of women, it can get pretty rough those first few weeks, but for me, the biggest change was I was just tired and I would literally nap a lot. If I was off, I would probably take like 2 or 3 naps a day. I would wake up, eat something, then go right back to sleep. I was tired throughout the day at work and things like that, which is very understandable. I mean, your body is like growing a human, so it's kind of tiring at some point to do that. But yeah, that was the biggest change for me, was just like my sleep patterns. But other than that, I did experience a little bit of nausea. I didn't throw up. I only threw up 1 time, and that was because I woke up and I didn't eat anything and I just drank a bunch of water and it came right back up. So that was my key for me. I had to wake up and like eat something, you know, some toast with peanut butter or a banana or something like that. As far as like morning sickness, I know some women can experience really bad morning sickness where they can't get out the bed, where they can't keep anything down. Thank God for me. I'm very thankful that it was not the case for me. Actually, my appetite was on like 1,000. I literally would eat and then like be hungry a couple hours later, like hungry to where like I needed like another full meal. So definitely just keeping something on my stomach was like my biggest thing, and I feel like I did a pretty good job at that, because even before I was pregnant, whenever I was hungry, your girl is gonna eat. Yes, I am still actually working out. That's another frequent question that I get, because a lot of people know that I'm low-key a gym rat, and I was low-key a gym rat before getting pregnant. So working out is pretty much a lifestyle, and it's something that I wanted to continue whenever I got pregnant, and even after. You know, I've always kind of worked out. I've had a gym membership since I was like in high school. I played tennis in high school, and I've always been pretty active, and I've always had pretty much like an active lifestyle, and I've definitely wanted to keep that up throughout pregnancy as much as I can. As far as like diet goes, another big change that I realized was foods that I eat. Some foods do upset my stomach, and it's really just like fried foods, super greasy foods. One night me and Brian ordered pizza. That really upset my stomach. I fried some chicken wings. That upset my stomach. I had Chick-fil-A. That upset my stomach. So I've been doing my best. My diet really hasn't changed that much. Outside of eating more, I'm pretty much still eating like the same types of foods. A craving for me is fruits. Like, I don't have any like weird cravings. Like, I know some people crave like some really weird stuff while they're pregnant. I haven't experienced that, but fruits are like my thing. Like, I eat fruits every single day, you know, whether it's a smoothie, yogurt with fruit and granola, like a little parfait. I love apples right now, love strawberries. I mean, I always kind of liked fruits, but it's like on another level. I'm not mad. It's not a terrible craving, because fruits are good for you. First trimester, I didn't really gain weight, maybe 2-ish pounds or so, but even before I was pregnant, I was always like, you know, my weight always kind of went up and down. So I really don't know how accurate that is, because also, like I said, I'm still working out, so muscle does weigh more than fat, and so it could be muscle. So we'll see. Second trimester might be different. Also, I wanted to say really quick too that I didn't really have any like food aversions, and if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like foods that make you feel nauseous from like the thought or looking at it. The only thing that kind of made me feel nauseous was coffee, and that was like the first maybe like 10 weeks or so. Like the thought of coffee or like the smell of coffee would kind of make me like gag. It was actually kind of sad, to be honest, because I really enjoy waking up and having coffee, or like after a workout having coffee with breakfast or something like that. So I actually took it to the Lord and I prayed about it, and I'm like, God, I know you care if I care, and I really want to enjoy my coffee again. So he answered that prayer, because we're back. And maybe like around maybe 12 weeks, 13 weeks or something like that, it got to the point when I would wake up and actually really desire a cup of coffee. I'm only doing 1 cup. I know a lot of people say you can't have coffee. I feel like that's an old wives' tale, and that's kind of like something that we've heard for like many years. But really, I even asked my doctor, and she's like, as long as you're not doing like 5 cups a day, you'll be good. And she was kind of exaggerating, but she was pretty much saying like, don't drink a lot of it. So I only do 1 cup. I've always only did 1 cup. Even before pregnant, I would never do like 2 or 3 cups a day. And I also don't do like other caffeine drinks. Like I don't drink Coke, or I don't drink Mountain Dew, or sweet tea, things like that with other like sugars and caffeine in it. So coffee is pretty much the only caffeine that I get. So with that being said, oh, another thing I wanted to say is I have a lot of acid reflux, and that started really early. Just like random hiccups throughout the day. I'll just be sitting, you know, at work or something, and just randomly like, ugh, At this point, I'm pretty used to it. I mean, Brian mocks me now. I think he thinks it's funny. I was taking Pepsid, which is for like indigestion. It helped a little bit, but I mean, I just know it's like a natural, normal pregnancy thing. So I'm not gonna keep taking something to try to make it stop. It doesn't bother me. So yeah, that, and then pregnancy brain, y'all, is so real for me. Like, I could be sitting here talking to you and then halfway through my sentence forget what I'm trying to say. My brain lately has been real off. That is really all I wanted to share whenever it comes to like how I've been feeling. My body changes, definitely the prenatals have kicked in. My nails have been like super strong lately. Like, these are my natural nails. This is just gel polish on top of natural nails, and they are super strong. They're very hard. I actually cut these down because they got too long. My nails are definitely growing. My hair, it's growing. I feel like it's not growing as much as people think it is. I actually use like the blow dryer to stretch out my hair, so it might appear longer. Excuse me, see, it might appear longer than what it is, but I don't really see a lot of change in my hair yet. And then as far as my skin, I mean, people say that I'm glowing. I also got this new makeup, y'all, so I don't know what it is, and I don't know if it's something that people like just say because you're pregnant. I always feel like I've had pretty decent looking skin, and so I'm like, dang, like, was I not glowing before? I definitely just think it's the prenatals, you know, whenever it comes to like hair growth, nail growth, and your skin being healthy. And then whenever it comes to my little baby bump, I mean, now I have a bump, which you guys definitely need to follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'll probably be posting most of like my bump pictures. But I'll insert some pictures from like the first trimester. I don't have that many. I didn't really start to see anything until like 12 weeks. I got some maternity clothes, I think like around 14 weeks or something like that. Shout out to my mom. We went to Target and we just got some basic like leggings, some basic t-shirts, and it really makes a difference. We don't know the gender, and that's another big question. We don't know the gender yet. We were offered to do like a genetic test at 11 weeks. We opted out of it. Honestly, we are believing just for a healthy baby, and we didn't want to take a test for like Down syndrome and things like that, just to find the gender. So we decided to wait, and we'll find out the gender in I think 3 weeks. And just lastly, I just wanted to share things that kind of annoy me, and that is whenever you are pregnant, everyone just knows everything. I know there are a lot of women who have experienced having kids multiple times, but my thing is everyone is different whenever it comes to pregnancy, and so I don't like when women say certain things are gonna happen just because it happened for them. I can already attest that, you know, even my first 12 weeks, I felt pretty great, you know, and I've heard that it's traumatizing. I heard that it's terrible. I heard pregnancy is just, it hurts and it's this and it's that. I don't see it like that. I'm not freaking out. I'm not exhausted. I'm not anxious. I'm not none of that. I also do not like that people just know for sure the gender just because of, you know, the heart rate of the baby, or just because of how I look. You know, I don't like that. It's annoying to me. I think it's a little bit different whenever you say like, oh, I think you're having this, or I think you're having that, or my guess it's a boy, my guess it's a girl. But to say for certain that you're having a girl, or you're having a girl because this, or you're having a boy because of this, I don't like that. That's probably my number one most thing that kind of gets under my skin so far. Another annoyance is whenever it comes to sharing my due date, people immediately go to, oh, what sign is that? Oh, that's a this or that's a that. Whenever it comes to zodiac signs, I do not do zodiacs or astrology whatsoever. That goes against what I believe in. And so when people immediately go, oh, so that's a what, Cancer, or that's a this, that irritates me, just because that is not this child. My child is not going to be identified based on its due date. And whenever God created us, he did not create us to be in certain groups and act like a certain way, hang out with certain people, like a certain people, date a certain people just by the date we're born. You can't find zodiac signs, astrology, you can't find none of that in the Word of God. So it completely goes against what I believe in. And I know there are Christians out there who believe in zodiacs, but as for me, in my house, we serve the Lord and we don't do astrology. This child is not going to be identified based on its birth date. My child's identity will be in the Lord. And I know people, I mean, they've done it to me. Whenever I share what my birthday is, they immediately go, oh, you're this. And it doesn't bother me as much, but whenever it comes to like being pregnant and having a child inside of me, like, I don't like that. And I immediately say, no, I don't believe in zodiac signs. So you're not going to like speak that over my child. So yeah, I just wanted to vent on that really quick. So I am done rambling. I feel like I covered a lot whenever it comes to like first trimester-y things. I'm gonna do a Q&A too one day. So definitely follow me on Instagram for whenever I post that. I want to answer just like questions that you guys might have. So I think that's all. Yeah, I am out of breath. I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for all the congratulations, all the love, all the excitement. And I will see y'all later in my next video. Bye guys.